Greetings and welcome to Executive Competency. I'm Paige Stover, here today with Professor Kjeld Jensen and Dr. Karen Walsh, talking to them about a new program they're launching here in the United States through the Center of Master Negotiation. Kjeld, tell us a little bit about what you're doing here.
I'll be happy to. In 2005, we launched a master program on negotiation in Europe. And the reason we did that very briefly was that we discovered that most educations in the world were very brief and very short and didn't really go deep and intensive on this topic. And we had hundreds of clients who have been going through shorter programs with us, and they all came and said, how do we get more information? How can we go more deeply into details? So as I said, in 2005, we launched the master program on negotiation in collaboration with the Copenhagen Business School. Been doing this program for 8 years, had more than 1,500 students going through this in Europe, and now we're taking it into the US.
So Dr. Walsh has joined you, and you are now operating in conjunction with the Thunderbird School of Global Management.
Yes, I'm thrilled. It's great having wonderful partners on board. I'm so happy that Dr. Walsh have joined us, and I'm so happy we got the opportunity of doing this with Thunderbird here in the US.
So Karen, can you tell me a little bit about the structure of the program? If I understand, I would come to the Thunderbird 2 times. Can you fill us in on the logistics?
Yes, 2 times over the course of a couple years. Mm-hmm. And it would be intensive on all of the dimensions of negotiation. Not just looking at negotiation as a toolbox or a toolkit, a couple of tactics, some strategies. We're actually going to start at the beginning in terms of looking at self-awareness, looking at emotional and social intelligence, integrating in some of the latest findings we have on culture and social neuroscience, and how that impacts our ability to lead and influence others who come from very different cultural groups. Maybe it's business culture, maybe it's the organizational culture, or maybe it's national culture. So the program will be designed in a way that we will do coursework, have a lot of application between the modules, and to have an opportunity to interact with professionals, both practitioners and academics, who are very deep in the world of negotiation.
So Kjeld, if I were to be an applicant into your program, I would expect to come to Phoenix, what, twice a year? How does it work for a 5-day period?
It's 2 modules, 5-day each. And then you have a final report that you're doing, which is basically taking out from your real life. So that means when you have gained all the knowledge, all the tools that this faculty will be offering you, then you have an assignment where you're going to integrate the knowledge and the theory you had with a real life negotiation.
So I'm going to have homework between these sessions.
We have an estimated study time of 400 hours to go through the whole master program. So yes, there is a lot of required home reading and home study in between the module as well.
Karen, can you tell us a little bit about some of the topics that will be covered in the 2 modules?
Well, we're going to do a lot on strategy, looking at strategic approaches to negotiation, and this means in the area of planning and in preparation. So a lot of tools will come out of the course in terms of preparation and thinking about your planning when you go to a negotiation. As I said, we're going to also do a lot of assessment tools around emotion and looking at culture. For example, looking at the differences around the world about what we think are marginally unethical behaviors in negotiation, and take a look at some of the studies that have been done on that and how that can impact the way negotiators can build trust or cannot build trust in negotiations. So we'll do the range from what we think of is the whole brain activity, looking at left brain, logical planning, linear techniques, and also looking at creativity, innovation, understanding how the right brain works, so we can come up with new created value where we may not have seen value before.
So, Kjeld, who is sort of the target participant in this program? Is it the person right out of undergraduate school or someone who has some real-world experience already in the field?
We recommend that you have at least 5 to 6 years real-life experience. If we look into Europe, we would say that the average age of a person participating is between 35 and all the way up to 50. It's typically middle management from a huge corporation into mid-level management from a smaller corporation. And we see basically that all kind of divisions being part of a program like this. So that could be legal, procurement, sales, project management, is really relevant for all executive function, regardless where you might be.
So, Karen, are the two of you primarily the faculty?
We will be a large part of the faculty delivery, but our hope is to tap the best of all of these various fields throughout the world and have this opportunity for the participants to get to other thought leaders and to other practice leaders in this area. So yes, we will definitely be part of the faculty, but we are encouraging the development of other faculty in this program.
For more information about this very exciting program, please visit www.centerformasternegotiation.net, where you'll get some additional detail about the program offering, some of the logistics, and why you might want to join us at the Thunderbird School of Global Management. It's been such a pleasure to have you with us today. I'm Paige Stover with Executive Competencies, and I hope to see you again very soon.